Что ж, всем привет, дорогие зрители, я немножечко разобрался. Да, мы все еще FallOut 4, это надолго. Вот, и что ж, пойдем поговорим с Пайпер насчет нашего ребенка Шона. Что она знает про этот институт. Ведь этот говорит, что она больше намного знает, чем говорит. Так, ну чё?
Well,
Так.
Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
Where do you want me to start? The part where Kellogg turned out to be working for the Institute? Or the part where he told me they have Sean?
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
And like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Who's this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
Кого же взять? Пойти в одиночку. Я же, говорит, хотел поменять, да?
Waiting on you.
Ну, в принципе, туда же направляется, но нахрена он нам нужен. Смысла от него нету, что от нее, что от него нет смысла. Кого же взять? Он такой прикольный, а она такая прикольная. Вот и все.
The silent routine isn't getting us anywhere.
Да знаю. С Ником где-то, наверное, пойдем, да? Все-таки хрен с ним, пусть он будет. Пусть будет Ник. Ник. Или Пайпер. Ай, блин, папер.
You gonna talk?
Выходи ты. А с пистолета такой пиу. Да, Ника,
It's
пойдем
you
с
and me,
Ником.
Nick.
Let's get going. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back.
Воссоединение, открытое
Just
достижение.
a few more steps.
While you two are out, I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me.
Это хорошо. Значит, опасный мысль поговорить с доктором Амари. Вау. Мы знаем, где это добрострой. Куда ты пошел? Иди сюда.
Hey,
Дай тебе это оружие, дам. На. Используй его.
listening.
Ну чё. По сюжету пойти, да? Там все
Even
равно...
good people do crazy things when they're scared. Ought to be Diamond City's motto.
По идее, там ничего такого сложного не должно быть, если только нас убьют. А добрострой мы знаем, где находится. Вот оно. Пойдем, да. Да, хорошая подсказка, но особо нам ничего хорошего не попадается. Попалась бы нам, что там, не знаю, вот эта вот крутая снайперка под 38 калибр, под 45, который распространенный, да? Вот это бы мы повалили бы все.
Lowest place in the Commonwealth. Everything not nailed down rolls through here at some point.
Угу. Так, нам вот туда. Поговорим с
I've got a weapon here for every situation. Hunting, protection, cold-blooded murder, hot-blooded murder.
Давай.
let's see what you have.
Each
Что там?
weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
Так, бесшумный снайперский карабин 67, у меня так и есть, да? 50 калибр, да. А, нет. Ну да, наверное, было. Это, это тоже под 50, 67, а мой 67, все нормально. Высокоемкий, запивало, увеличительным людям. Да, хрен нужен. Ну, сколько всего тут, в принципе. Так, одежда. Нагрудник ликвидатора. Возвращает атакующий 10 урона, получаем в ближнем бою. Видали? 18 тысяч стоит. Я понял. 13 тысяч правый по нож ликвидатора. Зашибись. Вот это я, конечно, понимаю. Бронька. Разная каркас силовой брони. Вот что это такое? Что это такое разное? Это иди какая-то тупая информация. Каркас силовой брони. И он стоит 4300. Хлам. Волокна, масло, медь. Нет, ну это пока не нужно. Ну и боеприпасы, понятно. У нас и так денег нет. Ни на что. Так. Что там? Все нормально. Опа. Ну вот он, memory Дэн. Ага. Хотель.
Can't believe it. He looked just like Sammy, too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Опять.
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
Suppose someone should make use of it.
Что случилось?
What happened here?
Ah, poor Sammy got snatched up by the Institute. Then those bastards send this low-rent double in his place. It's pathetic. They didn't make it 2 days before everyone realized something was wrong with him. Then we made the call, and here we are. Speaking of which, I gotta figure out where this body needs to get dumped Why don't you get going?
А чем он различается? Ну,
Got a
понятно.
reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot up a synth body snatcher over here.
Чем он син, непонятно. Ну ладно. Так, это что такое
Whoever
стоит?
this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that. We come in peace, malarkey.
Как-то покурила свой нос. Ебалдю. Хотель Рексфорд. Там, наверное, пожить можно, отдохнуть. Красных фонарей тут нету. Прикольно, тут тоже можно обсмотреть все такое. Ну, давайте пойдем по заданию. Girls, да, туда бы надо. Так, дом воспоминаний. Ту-ду-ду-ду-ду-ду. Так. Так. Нельзя. Хорошо.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Ух, какая.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Что? А мне тоже? Нет, мне с ней надо поговорить, да?
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
А, все понял. Ну погоди, а мы с тобой можем поговорить?
Irma,
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
Ну ладно. Хрена тут территория маленькая. Юля, папа.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
Пустник.
this one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Конечно. Почему? Давай,
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Я так и думал, что в Ника по-любому будет втыкать его.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he still compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right
А
in.
так может он
Even
сгореть.
if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
Ну тут мало вообще.
You really think this'll work, Nick?
No idea. But we got a missing kid on the line. That's worth the risk.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Вот, блин, не хочу, мне жалко его. Я он большой,
I
это
need you to keep talking to me,
пимпочка.
Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire.
Чего они
Are you
связали
feeling
сразу?
any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
И...
How do you lock memories?
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Think of it like computer encryption, and we don't have the password. Let's see. A single mind wouldn't be able to crack it. But
Мой?
what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea of what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
Смысл?
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Снимем свою броньку. Ну что ж, походу сейчас будет приход охрененная. И мы будем в другой реальности сражаться там с кем-то. Это круто.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Ну-ка, ну-ка, ну-ка.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
О, как?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Опа-на.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep! All 5 states have now signed on.
Это ж этот, сам Келлог, да?
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
I'm sure that's gonna take some getting used to for a lot of them.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop sending you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Сейчас попробуем сравнить возможность воспоминаний другого, не его, потому что как-то странно. Можно было воспоминания папы прочитать, но уже нельзя. Так, это кто? Сара? Это я. Типа пацан такой.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just...
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Are you sure these guys know what they're doing?
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
They seem...
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand that's what happiness felt like.
Kinda green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew, as soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want, and little Mary too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Ничего себе. Серьезно, мужиком-то был.
I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Сейчас что-то будет жесткое. Как он потеряет всю семью, и нам будет жалко типа его.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
По-любому, да.
Mind if we sit down?
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. A little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end, one way or another. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. Suit yourself. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Не просто это говорили.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to...
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. The first synths weren't all that impressive. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748. Initiate.
Одним выстрелом. Да, пистолет не мощный.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Мочи.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
That's good.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long. Almost.
Is it over?
Everything's going to be fine.
Are we okay?
Come here. Come here, baby.
No. I've got him!
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have a backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Is that your
Wasn't
son?
my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City.
So, good news,
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
You know, the newspaper. Oh boy. Piper has really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying that she's right? The mayor didn't own this time. I probably shouldn't use,
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Так, теперь мы наверняка будем за ним охотиться.
Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn.
Ты что, охотник не можешь убить?
So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Он вообще не знает, короче, что у меня есть. Ну, блин, да, жесть. Рыжий тоже, да, каштановый цвет волос, как у нас. Что, он исчезнет?
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Хрена себе, еще и так.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Ну а смысл-то? А, ну уходим. Во как.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Ужасно, почему?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
В принципе, уже все видели.
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
Ладно.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Действительно.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more.
Yes.
A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor. That would be perfect.
Find
a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way,
Опасная
unplug
мысль.
Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up.
Так он быстрее.
He's waiting for you upstairs.
Вот так вот.
Dr. Amari?
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
Конечно, сильно. Так, что тут можно у вас против 5? Спасибо. Спасибо. Опа. Включает в себе голозапись игрой. Так, вы нашли выпуск коробок веселья. Клей берем. Он горит красным, когда я беру его. Хрен его знает, может меня сейчас застрелят. Пакета? А это? Пакета. Все хорошо? Все хорошо. Сядешь? Сяди.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Ну что ты тут делаешь?
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
What did you say?
What? What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Блин. Нет, надо его оставить при себе, потому что вот хрен узнать, что может сделать Diamond City. Это рискованно, ну ладно.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
Well, I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me. But that suit of power armor you've got on might be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
И новое здание. Доброго соседства. Доброго соседства. Вот. И что? Наверное, по сюжету пока что прекратим ходить. Надо другие задания выполнить. Все-таки по сюжету это интересно. Надо разбавить немножко. А тут дюже круто, и все пройдем и быстро и забудем. Посмотрим, что у нас там. Священное море. Разыскать Верджила в священном... Так, где это может быть? Так, это вот тут. Понятно. Ну что ж, делов-то. Вот. Ну что ж, в следующей серии тогда надо будет, наверное, как вот это, что такое, знакомиться с делами. Вот это надо будет выполнить. Так. Вот это. Вот это. Вот это что такое? Хрен его знает. Тень стали и этот паладин данс. Потом давайте вот эти выполним. Левые. И уж посмотрим, что да как. Так, все задания, что снизу. Так, это пока отменим. Где сдать, не знаю, костюм крутой взять. Ведь силовая броня традиционно защищает, а там по-любому охрененно радиация. Не, он защищает, но слабо. Вот. Так, что у нас то? Наверху ничего, да? Значит, вот оно задание. Пойдем. А тут рядом, вот это есть, вот это, вот. Ну, пойдем вот сюда сначала. Разберемся, а потом на следующей серии. Так что всем спасибо, кто был со мной. Ставим лайки, дизлайки, комментируем, не комментируем. Всем пока.